So, welcome back to a new anime on the channel, and this is one that is currently airing, but there's already 4 episodes out as of recording this. I think tomorrow is the 5th one. So, this is an anime called, wow, this is a long name, wait, Orb on the Movements of the Earth. Earth, that's it. So, this was one of the anime that when I was making my schedule for what seasonal anime I'm gonna watch, this one was on the maybe list, and I was like, and this was probably, I think that was the only one that was actually on the maybe list, and I was like, you know what, if this ends up being good a few episodes down the line, and if I have some extra time, I'm gonna pick it up. So here we are. So I read the premise and I saw the trailers of this, and I was like, this looks really interesting. The premise sounds really interesting. The animation looks fantastic. The reason why I didn't add it to my playlist or to my schedule is because in the trailers we didn't get to really see almost anything happen. I feel like it was just the same 5 minutes over and over in all of the trailers. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait and see, and depending on how it ends up going, I am going to pick it up. So here we are. So I'm gonna watch only episode 1 today, but I'm gonna gradually increase, or not increase, but I'm gonna gradually do a few episodes a week until we catch up, and then I'm gonna do it every, I don't know, Saturday or Sunday. Let me check when it comes out. It comes out on a Saturday evening in Japan. So I might end up doing, yeah, as I said, either Saturday evening or maybe I'm gonna do it in the Sunday. Yeah, in the Sunday slot. I'm gonna see. But yeah, as I said, I'm gonna try to catch up in the next 2 weeks or so. There's gonna be 5 episodes out at that time, because hopefully by episode 6, I think, next week, hopefully I'm caught up by then. No promises though. Maybe it's gonna be by episode 7. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm really excited about the premise of it. I feel like the premise is really, really interesting. You never see anime that are set in like Europe, and specifically in a country, an actual country in Europe. Usually it's like a medieval city inspired by Europe, but here it's actually Poland, which is really cute, really cool. And it's also about like what's his name? Kaspero, is it? Is that what it's called? So about like the astrology, or sorry, don't get physicists, don't get upset with me, astronomy is what I meant to say. Sorry, physicists, or astronomers, or whoever. Yeah, so it's about that. It's about like proving that the earth revolves around the sun and not the other way around. I think, I could be wrong, I think it's about that. It's basically Kaspero versus, was it Galileo Galilei? No, who was it? I don't remember. I don't remember the history. Honestly, it's been like many years since I last learned about this, but I'm sure we're gonna get a bit of a freshener on this. So I'm excited to see how this ends up going. So yeah, I'm really excited, man. Okay, anyways, if you want to watch this uncut and unblurred, because obviously on YouTube it's gonna have to be cut, it's gonna have to be blurred because of YouTube. So if you want to watch this uncut and unblurred, it's gonna be on my Patreon, which is down in the description. It's $1 a month, which is the lowest paywall I can set it to, and everything that I ever watch that ends up being blurred on YouTube is unblurred there on my Patreon. I usually upload it around the same time. Maybe Patreon gets it sometimes like a few hours earlier max, but usually it's around the same time. So yeah, it's just that it's unblurred on Patreon. But yeah, anything else? Oh yeah, the opening and the ending. I'm going to check out the opening and the ending on the Patreon reaction, but I have to cut them from the YouTube reaction because of obviously CR on YouTube, right? So yeah, I always do listen to the openings and the endings of whatever anime I watch, but they're cut from the YouTube reaction. So when there's gonna be an opening or the ending, there's gonna be a sudden cut if you're watching this on YouTube, and that's because of that. Anyways, that's enough of me yapping. So without further ado, let's go into, oh my god, what's the title again? On the Movements of the Earth, Orb. Let's go into Orb episode 1. I'm excited for this one.
効果を捧げればパンを得られる。税を捧げれば権利を得られる。労働を捧げれば報酬を得られる。
Yeah. Law of equal exchange. Oh, whoa, whoa. Whoa. What you doing to Eren?
この世のすべてを知れる。
Oh, speaking of Eren. Wow. Okay. Wow. 15th century of peace. Somewhere in the Kingdom of P. I see. I think it's Poland, right? That's what it says in the summary. This looks so much like Attack on Titan. It's by Madhouse? Yes, it's by Madhouse. Wait, sorry. I'm gonna check this. I know I'm pausing really early. I'm just gonna check out some of the staff members because that's what I'm interested in. It's by Studio Madhouse, which is great. The director, Shimizu Kenichi, is the director of Parasite. Anything else that you directed? A bunch of storyboarding and key animations, but I think that is the only huge directorial role. All Out as well. Is All Out an American football show, or it could be a baseball show, something like that? It's a sports show. Oh, that's cool. That's about it, at least. Yeah, that's about it. And who did the music and stuff like that? The music was done by storyboarding by script by Iria Shingo. Okay, you did the script for some Lock Horizon. Okay. Wait, who did the music? Music is by that's the Kinsuke Ushio. Wow, Kinsuke Ushio. So the same guy who does the music for right now Dandadan did the music for Devilman Crybaby, which has one of the best OSTs ever. Chainsaw Man, Dangers in My Heart, and so many other things. But those are some of the big ones. Kinsuke Ushio. Oh. Main character. Looking very Polish. I've actually never been to Poland. I've only flown through Warsaw Airport. Oh, those are nails. Wojciech?
Mazur-san 2枚。ボランスキーさん4枚。
Are those nails?
この仕事についてから気づいたんですが、知ってます？爪が剥がれると何が一番困るか。
Yep, they're nails. Those are nails.
物が持てなくな
I
る
love
こと
this
だ。
VA, by the way.
爪がないと
The blonde guy.
握力が出ない。
おお、さすが学者さん。でも不正解。
Tsuda Kinjura?
答えは激痛です。
Oh.
結局そういうシンプルなのが一番困るらしいですよ。
Tsuda Kin.
さて、教会に背く異端思想とされる研究の資料をどこに隠しましたか？どこに？
If he speaks after one.
資料はどこですか？
お前らごときに真理は支配できない。
あれ、もしかして精神力強い系ですか？参ったな。剥がすの時間かかるぞ。
Dude, I can't even imagine
遅くなっちゃうな。
how painful. Dude, this looks gorgeous, but yeah.
さっさと終わらせろ。
You're not getting a word out of him.
Neguriさん68枚。爪って生えてきます。
That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, that's kind of cool. He looks a lot like if you've seen Hunter x Hunter, he looks a lot like young Netero in the flashback. Like the nose reminds me a lot of young, and his face in general reminds me a lot of him. I love Tsuda-ken. He's such a good VA, man. The giraffe in Review Starlight is forever gonna be my favorite role of him, but Nanami as well. He's also in JoJo Part 5. Like, he's just a goated VA.
問題だ。宇宙の中心には何があるでしょう。
I know this voice.
先生、はい。
お、じゃあご飯好き。
それは愛です。宇宙の中心は神様の愛で溢れていると思います。
その通り。だけど少し抽象的すぎるかな。他にはよし、ラファル。
Rafal.
はい。宇宙の中心はもちろん地球です。根拠はいくつかありますが、アリストテレス曰く
Aristotle.
重い物
Okay.
体は下に落ちる。地上で物が常に落下するのは地球が
Gravity.
宇宙で最も低い地点、中心にあるからです。
その通り。
Oh, wait. Let me see this again.
宇宙で最も
What is
低
the
い
lowest
地
sphere
点、
in the center of the
中
universe?
心にあ
Oh,
るから
that's
です。
how he described it? Kind of like a
その
cone?
通り。
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that's how he described
さ
it.
すがだ。我が息子よ。
Ah.
光栄です、ポトツキさん。
Ah, Potocki?
ちょっと自慢ですか？
いや、とんでもない。自慢はここからだ。なんと、この度ラファウが
Oh,
大
that's
学に行くこ
huge.
とになった。
That's huge. Back then, that was huge,
大
yeah.
学へ行けるのも一握りだが、さらに12歳で進学
He's
とは
wow.
もうなんかやばいので
Dude, this is gonna be so
祝福
good.
しよ
Oh, I'm so excited.
う。ラファウ、大学では何を学ぶのがふ
Astronomy.
さわしいと思う？
数学？技術？
地理学
I studied math in college, at
もちろ
university.
ん神学
Oh,
を学びたい
theology.
と思います。
Interesting.
知っての通り、神学はすべての学問の
Back then it
頂
was,
点です。
right?
僕らが生きているのも神のおかげ。聖書の言葉を論理的に読み解き、信仰を深める学問こそが神学です。僕は人より能力があるなんて思っていない。ただ幸運だっただけです。だからその恩を少しでも返せるように信者の役に立つ学問を選びたいです。
素晴らしい。なんたる立派か。
いやー、世界ちょれー。
Interesting. Dude, the
大
OST,
変
man.
申し訳ない
Kinsuke Ushio.
がこの世はバカばっかだ。かくいう僕も孤児として生まれ、
Oh, so he's
我
not the
な
actual
がら
dad.
貧困で惨めで不憫で脆弱と罪要素満載だったが、その前に生きるのがうまかった。それもすごく。僕の心情は合理的に生きるだ。愛とかに代表される無意な感情や無駄な欲望に惑わされず、合理的な選択をすればこの世は快適に過ごせる。
Ah, golden ratio?
合理的なものは常に美しいのだ。
Yeah.
その信念に従った僕は今や清廉で聡明で謙虚で有力と思われている。
いやー、大学なんてすげえな、ラファウ君。自慢できちゃうぜ。
いやいや、僕なんて。このコハンスキ君のように単純な人はすぐ僕を尊敬してくれるから大変好ましい。
まさに天才。
いやいや、
賢者。
そんなそんな。
手よりむしろ神。
あ、
Oh,
神？何言ってるんですか。人は神にはなれません。発言を撤回してください。
発言を撤回します。ごめんなさい。
以後気をつけるように。
damn.
バカ。言っちゃいけないことがあるだろう。
以上で今日の講義は終了だ。神のご加護。ああ、そうだ、ラファル。ちょっと頼み事が。
なんでしょ
それが、それは星標か？
う。はい。昨日は初めて6等星まで観測できて興奮しました。
そうか。ではそれをやめろ。
え？
これからはすべての時間を神学に割くんだ。天文はやめろ。いいな。
かしこまりました。
よし。 で、頼み事だが、明日私の知人フベルトの身柄を引き取ってほしい。
I actually
ベルトさん
don't fully know how astronomy back then was connected to religion. I'm sure it had a deep connection. I'm trying to think. I guess the connection was, of course, that the earth that God created, he put it at the center of the universe so that everything revolved around it, right? Because God basically put us first, or like put our earth first. So he made us to be the center, right? I guess that's kind of like what the connotation was, and to think that maybe, just maybe, we aren't the center of the universe, we're just a random speck on it, would be definitely blasphemous back then.
って異端者として捕まっていたんですよね。禁じられた研究とかで
Oh, it's the guy.
引き取ってよろしいのですか？
ああ、大丈夫だ。改心したから釈放される。罪を許せるのも敬虔な信徒の証だ。住まいも私の別宅を貸す。では、頼んだぞ。
Dude, I love astronomy. I love learning about astronomy. I don't know much about it, as you can see, but I love learning about it, so this is gonna be fun.
これからはすべての時間を神学に割くんだ。天文はやめろ。
当たり前だな。天文なんてやってる暇。
The moon.
いやいや、空のことは忘れろ。あんなのどうだっていい。規則正しく決まって動く星に一時は合理的な美しさがあると思ったが、蓋を開ければ複雑な軌道計算とバラバラな星の集まり。天文を続けるのは合理的じゃない。それにずっと遠くの世界の話だ。どんなに背伸びしたって人間は近づけない。フベルトさん、元学者で異端者。
What's burning there?
一体どんな人なんだ？何にせよ上手に生きていない。
Oh, that's not good.
噂をすればちょうど今日異端者の処刑日だったっけ。
It's not Hubert, right?
奴らは神に逆らったんだ。改心のチャンスだってあったろうに。
That's a cool way to set up what happens to you.
早く燃えろ。
Here he is. Tsudakin.
なんだあの人。さっさと退散しよう。すみません。ポタツキの義理の息子ラファウです。フベルトを引き取りに。
ああ。はいはい。
Dude, this feels like it's so well done. Dude, Madhouse really leveled up in the past few years. Whoa!
うわ、でかっ。やば。
I thought it was the guy who was getting his fingers pulled off, or fingernails. It's not, it's this guy.
ポト
Okay.
ツキの息子のラファウです。よろしくお願いします。
私は君に利益を与えない。
What a voice!
疲れようと作り笑顔なんてしなくていいぞ。
いや。
では案内頼む。
So he was arrested as a heretic, but he got released, right? Damn, he's huge.
聞いたぞ。大学へ行くんだって。
Wow.
はい、光栄なことに。これも支えてくれたみんなと神様のおかげで。
天文を学ぶのか。
え、
星を見るんだろう。アストロラーベを持ち歩くなんて。
いや、これはなんというかただのたしなみで、そろそろやめようかと。大学では進学を。
不純だな。
I love the way that they animated his smile because it looks very fake.
フベルトさんは以前は何の研究を。
Astronomy?
その老板観測記録か。
はい。僕なりにできる範囲で。
見せてくれ。
Nice. Yoink.
素晴らしい。六等星まで見えてるとは、いい目をしている。
でもそれ走り書きで、うちにもっと正確に清書したのがありますよ。
本当か。ぜひ見たい。
He's interesting. I don't know if he's to be trusted, but he seems interesting.
はい、もちろん。研究？もう研究はやめたのですよね。
私は学者だ。誰に何を言われても研究を捨てるつもりはない。
I mean, he's kind of cool.
改心していないのですか？
もちろん嘘をついて出てきた。
I respect that. He's like,
まあ、
I told them what they
これ
wanted
か
to
ら
hear.
もバレないよう騙し続けるがな。
なんで今全部バカ正直に言うのですか？
He's so cool.
それは今から君を脅迫するからだ。いいか、研究には観測が必要だ。しかし私は目が弱ってしまった。だから君を
Oh, that's
利用する。
sick.
感者は二度捕まったら即死刑だ。次はない。
A heretic caught twice is
私はや
instantly
り残した
executed.
ことがあ
Okay.
るから戻ってきた。そのためには火にだって飛び込む。申し訳ないが拒否したら殺す。妨害したら殺す。とにかく言うことを聞かなきゃ殺す。だから天文をやれ。私のために。これは命令だ。いいな。
はい、やります。めっちゃやります。
安心しろ。あまり理不尽は言わない。
それはとても信頼できる言葉です。
After all of
い
that.
つもどこで観測している？
南東の丘ですが。
もっといい観測地がある。
Oh, so this is interesting. He's gonna be basically they're gonna be the eyes and the brains of the group. I feel like they're gonna be brainstorming it together, but he's gonna be like the mentor and the Rafal, right? Rafal's gonna be the eyes of the group. That's so cool, or the duo. That's so interesting, and I feel like him saying that a heretic is executed the second time they're caught. I feel like at some point Rafal's gonna end up being caught as well, and then he's gonna be on his last chance, and it's gonna make it even more intense. But maybe that's gonna be way down the line. But I feel like that's gonna be really interesting to see how this ends up going. Man, this is gonna be sick.
驚くぞ。明日教えてやる。
はい。では失礼します。なんだなんであんなのが野放しになってんだよ。火あぶりだろ、火あぶり。帰ったら即通報だ。誰が明日も行くか。
もっといい観測地がある。驚くぞ。
Here it is. Curiosity. You know what they say.
いやいや、どう考えても危険だから。行くわけない。行ったっていいことない。
Whoa.
すごい
The Milky
来てよかっ
Way.
た。こんなにくっきり見えるなんて。
そうだろう。ここは高度も高く視界も開けてる
That's
し
insane,
空
man.
気が澄んでるからな。観測にはもってこいだ。それとあの岩と山の位置がオリオンのベルトと似通っているの
Oh,
が
that's
気に入
cool.
ってる。
Orion's belt.
はあ。
It's like I don't know if you guys ever experienced it, but you know when you go out into like a very desolate place in like that's in the middle of the nature. My parents had like a weekend place there, so I remember going there, and you would just go by your own business, and then it would be nighttime, and you would just go outside, and you would put like a blanket on the floor. You would just look at the stars, and there would be no other lights anywhere nearby, so there's no light pollution around you, and the elevation was quite a bit higher than usual. It was at around, I don't know, 700, 800 meters above sea level, which, I mean, it's higher than like the normal city. So everything up in the sky was just so nice to see. I remember just looking at the stars for like an extended period of time. Granted, I wasn't into astronomy really when I was younger, so I didn't appreciate it as much, but all I can remember is it was really, really pretty. And this is kind of like that. It's so sick.
月が出たら観測しにくい。時刻は事後的に計算するから今のうちに記録を。
はい。
Okay. Oh.
こんなもんでしょうか。
すごい。短時間でこんなに大量に。
どうも。
うん
その記録、一体何に使うんですか？禁じられた研究って一体何なんです？
Here it is. What's it called? There was a
君は
name.
アリスタルコスを知っているか。
Aristarchus.
何ですそ
Wait,
れ？
I'm gonna talk later.
では宇宙がどういう形をしているか知っているか。
Of the cosmos.
はい。地球が中心で、
Oh, you
全
mean
て
the
の天体
disposition?
はその
Okay.
周りを複雑に回っています。
ではそれを書いてみろ。
こん
Whoa.
なもんでしょうか。難解ですが、このくらい1000年以上前に
Ah,
トレマイオスが真理を見
Ptolemy.
つけてる。
That's it.
まあ常識的に
That
考
was his
えて
name.
も地球は特別なので、神様は宇宙の中心に作ると思いますが。
Or Ptolemy or whatever.
そうだ。ではこの真理は美しいか。
は？
この宇宙は美しいか。
美しいかなんて個人の感覚的反応です。学術的真実とは関係ないですよ。
答えを避けているな。
It's boring, isn't it?
君は美しいと思
boring.
ったか。
The actual universe is so much more interesting.
まあ少し煩雑すぎる気はします。この宇宙像ではそれぞれの惑星が個別に計算される。共通の秩序を持たないバラバラな動きは合理的には見えない。
It's irrational?
そういう観点から
Wow.
言えばあまり美しくはない。まあでも美しくないのは残念ですけど、そもそも宇宙全体を表せる一つの秩序なんてあるわけない。だからそんなこと問題にしてもしょうがない。
いや、大問題。
You know what's a bit of a shame is that general relativity and a lot of the modern physics that we know of came to be early 90s or early 20th century. Wait, 20th? Yeah, 20th century, right? It was 1927, I believe, when there was like just so many breakthroughs in one single year. I believe that was the year that everything happened, right? Like the equation of general relativity, E equals mc squared and stuff like that. And I feel like the universe after that became even more interesting. Like everything changed when the theory of general relativity was published, right? And the way that we saw the universe and the way that we calculated all of the movements and stuff like that changed so much that it's so much fun just trying to calculate like everything after we know of general relativity. Or even special relativity was a huge deal for Earth, right? So I feel like it's a bit of a shame that this is 15th century, or not that it's a shame, but yeah, it's a bit of a shame that those themes aren't going to be tackled here because they didn't exist yet. But still, it's going to be interesting seeing like the bare foundation of it, of when it all started before the likes of Einstein, and like Hubert, was that his name? Hilbert, I think, was it? And people like that, like before, like set theory and stuff like that, that contributed greatly to all of the mathematics and physics that we know nowadays. Yeah, even before like Newton and stuff. But I still want to see how this foundation is going to be laid down here.
私は美しくない宇宙に行きたくない。
そんなこと言ったって美しさで理屈をないがしろにしたら本末転倒ですよ。複雑でもあの理屈の精度は高い。星が動いて太陽が昇る限りね。
ではもし太陽も星も動かなかったら
いやいや、さすがにそんなの成立しない。
成立する。
じゃあ今まさに空を動いているのは何なんです？
地球だ。
地球ってそんなわけ。え？地球？
Yo, chills!
そうだ。太陽が昇るのではなく我々が下るのだ。毎日朝が来るのは地球が自らの軸を回る自転をしているからだ。さらに季節が変わるのは地球が太陽を軸として回る公転をしているからだ。私の宇宙では地球は2種類の運動をしている。
Around and around.
そこでは太陽は静止し、バラバラだった惑星は連鎖して動き、宇宙は一つの秩序に統合され、常識は覆り、境界は激怒し、美しさと理屈が落ち合う。これが私の研究だ。そうだな。それを地動説。
Yes, that's it! Heliocentrism! That's it! Yo, chills, chills. Ooh. Is this the opening? Oh, this is a banger. Is that a guitar at the back? The keyboard is so good. Is that it? No after credits or anything. Okay, cool. Okay, what a banger of an episode. Before we go into the discussion, let me just look up a name. I'm not gonna look up on the anime side of things. I just want to look up actual history. Heliocentrism. It's by, what was the guy's name? That's all I wanted to remember. Kepler. I think I said Kasparov or something. Oh, it's Kasparov again. That's also a guy. Kepler. I meant Kepler. Yes, it was the Kepler system. Yeah, and then Galileo presented supporting observations. That's it. I knew that these two guys worked together on this shit. Oh, what? Like, just goats, man. Wait, they were actually... Oh, okay. In the following century, Kepler introduced it. Galileo Galilei. Oh, yeah, Galileo Galilei was this recent. I don't know why I always thought that Galileo Galilei was way more ancient than 15th century or 16th century. But that's cool. Okay, either way. Heliocentrism. That's sick. Okay, I absolutely love the way that this first episode was set up. As I said, I love learning about physics specifically. I feel like, especially outside of a classroom, physics is so much fun. I think, honestly, physics and mathematics are the two things that I'm most interested in outside of a classroom. I feel like learning about physics and mathematics is so much fun when you're just watching, like, videos or, like, video essays on it. I feel like, and seeing stories about it is so much fun. I love watching, like, you know, Veritasium videos about stuff and, like, the history of the entire universe and stuff like that. I feel like it's so much fun learning about those, and I feel like this anime is gonna be right up my alley when it comes to that. As I said, I don't remember the exact history of it because I think the last time I learned about it was probably either early high school or late middle school. After that, nobody really brings this up again because I haven't learned history. I feel like this is more so history than actual astronomy because it's such a basic knowledge thing that in astronomy they don't bring it up, even though I did have astronomy in uni. Yeah, it wasn't really brought up because this is just history of astronomy that's not that relevant nowadays. But yeah, it's gonna be really interesting seeing how this gets how this actually sets the entire foundation of the heliocentrism that we know today and how much into the physics of it that are actually gonna go. Now, as I said, I feel like the physics back then were a lot more bare bones than nowadays. There was no notion of general relativity that we know of today, and black holes weren't a thing. Or at least, I don't remember when black holes actually became like a actual thing that we know of. I'm pretty sure that we learned a lot about them fairly recently, especially with like Hawking and stuff like that. Him talking about, of course, the Hawking radiation, and of course prior to that it was Kerr and Kerr black holes and stuff like that. Or actually not prior, that was after that, right? But now I don't think back then there was any notion of black holes, but it's gonna be interesting seeing how much they actually cover the physics of it. I feel like it's gonna be really fun. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is such a fantastic first episode and I'm excited to see more. But I'm gonna end this one here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.